It's a strange feeling to see people walking away from the show. I'm assuming there's an entry in this way. Or that people are just running out of here early. Reworked? What the the next song is about growing up in Northern Ireland. Basically the three verses all sort of represent a different part of my childhood. The first one is about getting the train to Belfast from Bangor, where I grew up, and walking around Bangor with my mates, all wearing trench coats, 14 years old, thinking we owned the place, not realising that we did not. And the second verse is about my grandmother, going up to visit her in Derry, and Derry, Londonderry, excuse me. She was the greatest woman that I've ever known. She is the most extraordinary, the most extraordinary human being. She's called Rebecca Ray, and she grew up in a time in Derry, Londonderry, where Protestants and Catholics didn't mix that often, if at all. And her best friend from she was very young was a Catholic, and she's a Protestant, but she basically instilled in all of us, the whole family, that everybody is the same, everyone should be treated the same. And then the third verse is about going around Ireland with my parents in a caravan. And I've said this line a few times now on stage, and I don't like to repeat myself in between songs, but this song in particular is just something that I feel like the story needs to be told before we play it. And so there's a similar intro each night, but you'll forgive me for that, I hope. But anyway, we were going around Ireland in the caravan while all my friends were going to France and Spain, sitting on beaches. We were playing cards as the rain beat down on the caravan roof. Like, people were just throwing stones at it. And basically my mum and dad were just determined that we would know the island which we grew up in while we were kids before we went anywhere else, and we would have that instilled in us and it would grow inside us. And I felt I still feel deeply grateful for my parents for giving me that sort of DNA of the island that I lived in, the magic of Ireland, the humour of people, the heart of people, the music. So, this is a song about Northern Ireland, this is a song about the Republic of Ireland, this is a song about the island of Ireland where so much magic has happened. I remember trips to Belfast, on that train that hugs the coast. The fields turn quickly into golf course. The golf course just as fast as field. It was the Carlo boast I'll grant you. To know it all that we knew not. Those days we walked the streets of Belfast like our kingdom come had come. I remember trips to Derry, on the old cars, freezing seats, and I know Fountain Street in winter her every day. Think of home I often do. Gotta know I'm already now. In this life, how could I go? Think of us just silly kids that we thought we were ready. If we did, we'd never dare sit. And I remember trips through Ireland, one caravan, two dogs, the sky. My father yelling points of interest, us 19 kids just rolled our eyes. The punched out teeth of Irish history. Mistakes were made, let's leave it there. There's one thing we can all agree on. There's beauty north, south, east and west.